Hey everyone, what's up? So today is going to be my first crypto video. I'm going to talk about XRP or Ripple. The reason why I'm making this video today is because we are on the precipice of something great launching, and this will be an ample opportunity for people to come in now, new and old, to actually make decent money. Again, before I even get into anything else, this is not financial advice, and I'm not an expert when it comes to this matter or when it comes to cryptocurrencies and stuff in general, but I do believe that there's an opportunity here to make some significant gains on a small investment. So right now we see that Ripple hints its cryptocurrency product will go live in the next month or so, right? This just came out on CNBC News. And as you can see, it's published 5 hours ago, right here. So Ripple's I'm going to butcher this name, so forgive me. Sagir Sabirha says he's confident cryptocurrency product XRapid will go into commercial application soon. So, just in case you do not know what XRapid is a program or product that is going to be used to allow banks to send money to each other or all over the world at a very, very cheap rate compared to the SWIFT system they use right now. Now, the reason why this is significant is because the banks will be gaining a lot of savings doing this, at least allegedly in theory. If this happens, this could cause the Ripple currency, cryptocurrency, to be, become very, very valuable. The reason being is because every time money is sent through XRapid, it uses Ripple XRP token, and the problem with it is, like, every time the XRP is used, it is depleted, and I can't remember the exact burn rate, but each time XRP is used, it's depleted. And guess what happens when something goes down in the amount but it's used constantly? The value goes up significantly. So the company has struck deals with various high profile financial institutions, but no bank has begun testing XRP yet, or XRapid yet, right? So, okay. So it struck deals, but no bank has even began to use it, and it hasn't begun to test it. That's kind of like, I don't know, that's interesting. And Sabira said that more than 120 banks are currently partnered with Ripple using its blockchain-based product, XCurrent. So XCurrent is another product that it uses, and well, we're going to go based off of facts in the article. I'm not going to say anything off the top of my head because I want to give you guys actual 100% news. So let's go with what it says here. Blockchain startup Ripple could launch its commercial application of its cryptocurrency-focused product in the next month or so, an executive at the company has told CNBC. Sagir Sabir, oh man, I'm butchering, I'm so sorry. Head of Regulatory Relations for Asia and Pacific and the Middle East at Ripple said Monday that the firm will be making significant headway with its XRapid product, which is aimed at helping banks speed up transactions by using the cryptocurrency XRP. See? And he goes on to say, very confident that in the next month or 1 month or so, you will see some good news coming in where we launch the product live in production. Sabir said of XRapid in an interview with CNBC's, oh gosh, I'm not even going to try to pronounce out the name. Okay, Ripple said its XRapid product uses the XRP cryptocurrency as a kind of bridge between currencies, allowing payment providers and banks to process faster cross-border transactions. For example, a bank might want to process a transaction from US dollars to Indian rupees. According to Ripple, this process requires pre-funded local currency accounts in order to take place, which is very true, right? So with XRapid, Ripple claims that process will be sped up by converting the US dollars into XRapid tokens to then move the money overseas, converting it back into Indian rupees at the other end. This is very significant because if this is true, that means you could have currency in any currency, and it doesn't matter what currency you have it in. You could go all over the world and use your money like if you were right back at home. The company has struck deals with various high-profile financial institutions, including Santander, American Express, MoneyGram, and Western Union. But those partnerships have so far either been unrelated to XRP or strictly XRapid trial runs. Not a single bank has begun testing the cryptocurrency product yet. So, okay, going off of the article, not a single bank has, based on the article, is what it's saying, right? Nobody's actually used it yet. But again, this is based on the article. We do not know what's going on behind the scenes. And again, this is not financial advice. I'm just trying to keep you guys informed on what's going on. Sabir said that more than 120 banks in the financial institutions are currently partnered with Ripple using its blockchain-based product XCurrent. Blockchain or distributed ledger technology is commonly defined as a decentralized database for recording transactions. Like a ledger book, only shared across multiple locations and with no central authority overseeing it. So again, it's decentralized, as it's saying here, and like, I'm not going to insult y'all's intelligence, but what decentralized pretty much means is pretty much no one entity has full control over the system. So it's technically supposed to be uncorruptible, or at least you could trace back everything without it being, influenced by an outside source. But that should be the case. So Ripple XCurrent is used by banks to settle international transactions. But then it goes back to what I said earlier in the article. No bank has actually used it yet, right? So we are going based on what the article said, right? The company says the platform based on distributed ledger technology is used by banks to message one another, confirming each stage of a cross-border payment in the real time. So we go back to seeing Brad. This is Brad Garlinghouse. That's the CEO of Ripple. So Chief Executive Brad Garlinghouse said that the startup would have dozens of banks using XRapid by the end of 2019. So, okay, based on this, it seems that something is going on behind the scenes, but now I'm reading the article with you guys more and more. It's kind of like, why are they trying to hype it up, or is something really going to be happening soon? And I remember the CEO said that he would actually start speaking about the product when they're actually going to launch. Actually, let's see if I'm even able to play a snippet of what he has to say.
I think the value of any digital asset is going to be derived by the utility that it creates. And so I think there's a lot of hype in this space, and I think as the hype and reality come into equilibrium, those markets will be less volatile. And I think what we're seeing today, it's a very nascent market, so there's a lot of volatility. I don't know how to predict the price of XRP. I wouldn't dare try. We're one player in the XRP ecosystem, but there's other players as well. And so I think as we do things that enhance the utility of XRP, we'll continue to see that ecosystem grow and be healthier and healthier.
Do you have an outlook or an aspiration or ambition as to how many institutions you hope will be using this token to facilitate these real-world transactions by, say, the end of the year or even the end of next year?
Well, I've publicly stated that by the end of this year, I have every confidence that major banks will use XRapid as a liquidity tool this calendar year. By the end of next year, I would certainly hope that we would see, in the order of magnitude, dozens. But, we also need to continue to grow that ecosystem, grow the liquidity. And it all comes back to, if we're solving a real problem for real customers, there's so many different examples in this space. There's ICOs where I don't really understand the problem the token is solving. And so those are ones where I'm very skeptical about what the future of that value looks like.
Right now, by market capitalization, XRP is the third largest token on the market, behind Ethereum, behind Bitcoin. Do you believe that it has the ability to displace both of those as the largest, given the belief you have in its utility?
Well, I don't really think about it as one versus the other. I mean, it's actually unfortunate, I think. There's some people in the crypto space, the blockchain space, for them it's almost a holy war of one versus the other. I don't look at that at all. I think that what we're seeing is the overall growth of this space, and there are going to be many winners. And I've been publicly shared that I'm long Bitcoin. I'm long Bitcoin Cash. And I think there will continue to be many boats that rise as the sea rises around the blockchain space overall.
Talk to me about how you actually see Bitcoin panning out. We've had, for example, Jack Dorsey, the CEO of Twitter, says he believes that this could be a global currency in about 10 years. And we know Bitcoin at the moment doesn't act like a currency. It's high transaction times, expensive, it's volatile. So what does Bitcoin's role be in the future? Does it have a role?
I think Bitcoin will have a role. I think it's not going to be the panacea that people once thought it would be, where it would solve all of these different kinds of problems. And instead, you're seeing specializations of different kinds of ledgers, different kinds of blockchains. The Bitcoin blockchain is quite slow, and originally people thought it might solve a payments problem. But when you have an asset like XRP that's 1,000 times faster and 1,000 times cheaper on a per transaction basis, Bitcoin can't really compete on that level. An XRP transaction costs fractions of a penny and it settles in 3 seconds. Comparatively, you have Bitcoin taking 45 minutes, sometimes hours to settle a transaction, and can take the cost can be $3 to $30. So that might be cheaper than the alternative in today's banking system, but it's not really an internet of value, a true step forward in how we can allow value to move the way information moves today.
So what do you see Bitcoin being then in the ecosystem? Is it a store of value or not?
I think it is a store of value.
Right.
Based on the video we just saw there, we can see that the CEO has some confidence that he thinks that XRapid is going to be pretty decent, especially in the upcoming years. So my personal take on what we've seen so far is that we can't sleep on this, okay? Again, this is not financial advice. And I cannot tell you legally what to do with your own money because I don't want to go to jail and I don't want to get sued by anyone. But this is my personal opinion. This is what I feel. This is how I feel about it. Okay? We live in a time where people around us are making significant gains every day by investing their money into smart assets today and making millions tomorrow. We've seen this time and time again. I can tell you from my own personal experience the things I missed out on. I missed out on Netflix. I saw Tesla when it was like $10.16 or something stupidly low. I've seen Google at $200. Seen Amazon at $23, right? And we even saw Bitcoin recently at $20,000 when it was only a couple. Oh my gosh. Look, I'll tell you this right now. You don't want to miss another boat if you don't have to. Again, this is not me trying to tell you to FOMO into your market. But right now, hold on, let me look up the price. Sorry, I have to look up the price of XRP because I'll tell you right now, I have some XRP. So the price of XRP token right now, or coin, or whatever you want to call it, is 27 cents. Okay? So there's all kinds of rumors of the prices of XRP in the next 3 to 5 years. Some people think it could go up to as high as $589. Some people said even $1,000. Let's play a little prank or a little joke. Let's say it doesn't even do that. So suppose it just goes to $10 or $50 from a small investment of $274, right? Because that's how much you'll get with your cents. A small investment of that, you could have $10,000 in your bank, $20,000, right? And again, this is not financial advice, but my whole thing is, right now, most of us probably have money in a savings account sitting down there doing absolutely nothing. And yes, you need to have some money you can gain access to, like $1,000 or $2,000 for emergencies. But after that, you really need to be looking at things that could make you wealthy, things that could make you grow. And yes, people will be like, oh, you should pay your bills first, step one, get out of debt and stuff. But guess what? So many ways to get out of debt is to create an assets. I'm not going to name people, but let's think about how some people probably got themselves out of debt, especially significant debt. They probably created a product or service that they sell to other people to make them significant money to dig themselves out of debt. Some other people, not only are they slowly paying off the bills, but they probably pay the minimum payments, but then invest a significant amount of money into investments, hoping that one day it actually grows. Could you imagine, right? In Apple stock in 2016 was around $95, right? Between 95 to 100, it was going back and forth. But because I was such a novice investor at the time, I didn't believe or do my own research to foresee the company jumping up. Now the stock is well over $200 today. And had I had the patience and stuff, I could have made significant gains doing that. So what I'm saying to you guys out there is, like, I know you may not like XRP. A lot of people are for XRP, a lot of people are against XRP, but you have to look at the possibilities here. This is a possible jump, right? Could it be a failure? Yeah, it could be a total gamble and you could lose. But I don't think it's a total gamble. The thing has been around for some time now. It is significant. It's telling you what's going on. And Brad Garlinghouse, or whatever you want to call him, said pretty much like, the next time he starts talking about it in the news, it's going to be real, it's going to be something significant to gain. And, I know people think cryptocurrencies and stuff is like, there's a lot of issues with them, government regulation and all that stuff. The SEC is still not saying what is what and what is that and stuff. But these things take time. And they're doing this to scare the average investor, right? Like, again, man, I wish I could go back in time and tell you guys, and record so many conversations I have with people. I remember when, like, some of my friends and stuff would look at Apple or Amazon and stuff, and like, nah, man, this is a waste of money, you're going to lose your money and stuff, it's gambling, blah, blah, blah. Do your own research and check it out. I really think something big is happening here, and I would hate for anybody to miss out on this. This might be a chance of a lifetime to break free of work. And when I say working is good, but to break free of working for someone else. You could think about what you could do for your family if you are actually able to get yourself into a different tax bracket. You could change your life. You could change your family tree. You could, start your own business, start your own company, or travel the world. Do things you would have to wait years for because you don't make enough. Sorry, that's a little bit of a tangent. There's more to the article and stuff. But, I'm not going to really read the rest of this because the biggest thing is, guys, this might be an opportunity now that you may want to check out. Right? I will start talking about other coins too, but I saw this article and I was like, you know what? This will be the first video I make on cryptocurrencies because with this could be the beginning of something big. So, you guys tell me what you think about XRP, Ripple. I know a lot of people are for it, a lot of people are against it. And I'll be making daily videos on cryptocurrencies and the possibilities, and I'll be talking about some of my favorite coins, such as, Bitcoin. You have to have Bitcoin. I actually like Litecoin. I also like Ontology a little bit. And XRP, I don't know, XRP I'm on the fence, but I would honestly think at this point in time, it would be foolish not to have it in my portfolio, personally. And that's, again, if you don't have it, I'm not calling you foolish. I'm just saying, I'm sorry. Anything that blinks and screams like this, I need to. It's like I'm like a bird to a shiny silver object. So, yeah, you guys tell me anything, can comment below. And whatever you do, please just invest in yourself. Whether it is going to school to make extra money, or whether it is you save and invest and stuff. Invest in yourself and make investments. Do not just save money, because saving money you lose doing that. If you make investments, you have a significant chance to grow your portfolio, even in today's market. Again, this is not financial advice. I'm just telling you what actions I'm going to take from now on. So thanks for watching. Take care.